Uh, what's up? Mine today did not go as planned, and I'm reporting live from the bodega, and I don't have long because I have to still walk over here to get my daughter shortly. So what's up? Let's talk. I'm hungry. That's what I be surviving on chips. What's up, Ash? How are you? Talk to me. Oh, you're driving. Are you driving to work? I tried to make it for the 1 o'clock hour, but that did not work out. But I still made it. And now I feel pressure to try it. Like there's so much that has happened since last Wednesday. That's why I wanted the 1 o'clock. I don't have a lot of time, so if not anyone to know specifically, maybe I could come back tomorrow and like do a full non-rushed update because so much shit has happened. Oh, I did a live earlier real quick showing my trailer before I move all my stuff back in there. But then I remember you saying that it was going in and out. But that's because I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi there. So no, I don't have time. I don't have time to do the update that I wanted to do. Like I'm gonna be rushing and trying to talk real fast, and I don't want to do that. So, um, what's the last thing you remember from last Wednesday? I was telling you about how I said I was gonna. I, I love that. I like to do my stuff in the library. Like so much shit going on here. This is annoying. Um, I'll do the updates tomorrow, but I could do some quick stuff off the top of my head. So I remember I said, oh, I was gonna tell him that she had a plan to move him into the garage and to put him in a box. And so Wednesday, I didn't get to say anything. Oh, actually, I was waiting around for her. I was waiting around for her. She hid in the bathroom and then she left and she didn't come back until like 10 o'clock at night. So I ended up talking to him about my frustration. And then, that was like a whole deep seated conversation. And then Thursday, I waited to see, like, try to still talk to her. She's just been avoiding me. So Friday, we were supposed to do Halloween together. And we didn't end up doing it because in the last time I was in the car with her, she was trying to get her daughter to pick. Like, we're not gonna do trick or treating or go to the event we were supposed to do. She was trying to make her pick. So I was like, "Oh, this you're being mad, Teddy. We already made we already made decisions to do both, like trick or treating first and then go to the event." So I had already made it up in my mind that fuck that, I'm going trick or treating by myself with my daughter. So that's exactly what I ended up doing on Friday. But before I went trick or treating, I got to the house before all of them, and then he came. He was checking in with me, like, "How you doing? How you feeling?" And I was like, "I'm so pissed, yo, because now 2 days that went by, she's been avoiding me, and she started some shit, and now hiding her hand, and now just like thinks she can get away with it, not addressing with how she started." And then um, I was like, "Yo, there's mad shit I want to tell you because now I'm pissed. Like when people piss me off, like I'm a truth teller, number one. When people piss me off, I already tell the truth every day, but when people piss me off, I start to tell their truth, and then she really not gonna like me." So he's like, "Oh, what's going on?" And I said, "Do you have any idea why she's getting a dumpster to clean out that garage?" He said, "Yeah, to make an apartment." And then I said, "For you." If you, I wish I could take a picture of his face. He like turned red. He was like, for me. He was so confused. He's like, for me, and I'm like, yes, for you. And he was like, oh hell no, hell no, I am not moving out of my own house into the garage. He was like, is she crazy? I was like, apparently, apparently. And I'm like, the audacity. That's my word of the year, audacity, because people have been having a lot of audacity. So I could see that like instantly frustrated him. And then I was like, she talks so bad about you. And I was like, there's so much stuff that I could tell you, but I think that that was enough. And then he was like trying to get me to tell more. But I was just basically like, oh, she speaks bad about you. And I don't know, she has like some ill will towards you, and I don't know why. And I didn't, I was like, there's one thing that I'm not going to tell you though, because it's so fucked up. Like, you will cry, like, stay up that night. And I'm not here to do that. So like my pissed off level comes with limitations, unfortunately, because I'm not in my 20s no more. And he was like, "Oh no, you gotta tell me." And then they ended up coming, and then I got my daughter dressed and we bounced. We went out and we did trick or treating, and then we came. Oh, but this is the funny part. When I was leaving out the house, she said very sarcastically, she was like, "Hi, India," and I literally didn't even look at her. I didn't say nothing. I'm like, "This is a bitch like." What are you on? This is 2, 3 days later, and now you're saying sarcastically. She never talks to me like that. She's always like, "Hey, how are you? What's going on?" So I was like, "This is sarcasm." I left. When I got back, um, his daughter was asking him, like, "Oh, are you sad?" Like, he was sad. I know what I told him pissed him off, and he was sad. And then he told me that she was now upset with me because she said hi to me, and she's flabbergasted that I ignored her. Like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I'm not entertaining this dumb shit. I am not entertaining it. So every day there's so much that been going on there, and every day he brings that up. Like, she really thinks she's about to like butter me up and say something convincing enough to make me move into a garage. And I'm like, apparently I would love to be here to listen to hear how she's about to try to convince you to move in there. But it's very much so bothersome. But he said under no circumstances is he moving in the fucking house. And I was like, as you should. And there's so much. There's so many things that are going on. But for that quick update, especially for you, Aztec, that was the response. And he said he ain't moving in the garage. And he's like, I'm like, I'm leaving because I don't have time for this. Like, there's no way I will be able to stay here. The stupid ass time frame that she gave me. She gave me try to say like she's giving me ample time to stay there till July 1st of this year. And I was like, I don't even know where this came up because she's pissed about me not watching her daughter one time for her. How many times have I watched her daughter since March? And I was like, actually, the agreement when we came here to your house was that me and her save money together so that we could get a 4 bedroom house. So we could be each other's support systems for our girls. So this made up timeline that she tried to put y'all in, and I said, because I asked him, I said, "Are you aware of this bullshit text message that she sent me?" And he said, "Oh, kind of, sorta." Like, I'm really good at reading if people are lying or not, so I could see that he was kind of confused by what I was saying. And then we were able to get down to the bottom of it. So she texted me this whole bullshit about how they had talked and they wanted me out by this time, blah blah blah. But then she texts him a totally separate thing. Mind you, we have a group chat together. She texted him something totally different, trying to arrange a house meeting so that we could divide chores. How the fuck is we dividing chores when you only wash your dishes? me and everybody else is washing each other's dishes, no matter what's in the sink, she will hand singly pick just her dish that she used or her shit for her fucking cats. Yo. So I think we want to talk about share, have a house meeting to share chores, what needs to get paid, and then that was the kicker, right? Only me and him. Like I'm the only one contributing financially. She's not. You haven't given this man a dollar. So I was like, yeah, I knew there was some funny stuff going on. So then I had to tell him what she texted me. Like she said that this was you and her agreement. Y'all didn't have a private conversation. And he's like, I'm totally clueless. So it's not a lot of interesting shit going on in that house. And I literally cannot wait to leave. And she doesn't know when I'm leaving. So every day she keeps asking him, she's like, did she tell you when she's leaving? And he's like, he knows I'm leaving, but he's like, she just said within the week, which is true. I did, and that's what I was gonna say to her on Wednesday when I went to talk to her. Like I had decided to not like beef with her, do whatever, because I don't want to ruin the friendship. But you don't respect me. I've learned this shit from my daughter's father and his bitch ass family. You don't respect me. I asked you to let me address you face to face because I'm from the freaking 80s. I don't do hiding behind the phone. I'm gonna address you face to face. I used to give people the chance to, what I'm trying to say, somebody's distraction theory. Oh, I gave her the choice. Like she made the decision to not allow me to address things that work for me. She took that away from me, but really she took it away from herself because now here we are, and your feelings that I'm ignoring you, or I'm not talking to you, or I'm personally like avoiding you, so I have to deal with somebody that's fake and phony to me. On top of that, you don't respect me. You don't respect me as a woman. You don't respect me as a mom. You don't respect me as a friend. Because if I told you that this doesn't work for me, and the way that I want to finish this conversation is by when we both get back to the house, and now you didn't hid for 3 days, you're having all these private conversations, all this stuff. Like, I already did this puppet master bullshit. And I already did with people stirring the pot and hiding their hand, okay? And I've already dealt with people who can't take accountability, who can't compromise, and who can't accommodate people. And I am no longer in a point in my life where I am being considerate of people who don't even fucking consider me from jump. No, sir, no, ma'am. And today is Wednesday again. She purposely left late this morning. I was late getting myself and my daughter out the door again. Her and fucking brushing her damn toast teeth. Yo, I can't wait to get out of here. On top of that, they have her and her daughter. They have a half day, so they're gonna be at the house before us. So this will be very interesting how the rest of the night's gonna play out when I get there. But I'm spend the rest of the night packing up and discarding stuff, and then tomorrow, and then Friday morning, I have arranged a ride for somebody to let me use their truck so that I can move all my stuff back in here and bounce. And um, I didn't see this playing out like this or ending like that. But we'll see. Like he's like, oh, we can still go to the park with the girls because it's only been just me and it. All of a sudden, it went from me and her to like me and him doing stuff with the girls. But she's too busy out with whoever she's dating or whatever kind of side life she got going on. And I'm like, oh, I don't mind it. But I don't know how she's gonna feel about that. And it's gonna cause some like weird commotion between y'all. Because one, she said to me, this was like 2 weeks ago, before this happening. She said, oh, you guys are getting like a rapport. Like he seems happy to talk to you. And I was like, what? First of all, I've been living here since June. So I'm not gonna live in somebody's house and not talk to them or build a rapport. And I'm fucking friendly. Everybody likes me, so I don't know how to not get somebody to like me when I do start to open up and talk to them. Boom, there's that. Number two, She is the one. She's like, talk to him and get him to do more stuff outside with the daughter because he wasn't gonna do it on his own. I never used that agenda. I never went that way. I just built a rapport with him, and then on Saturdays, I go regardless if they take me or not. Like on Saturdays, I go to the park, and on Sundays, I go to the park with my daughter every day. But now that she's back at school, it's just on the weekends. So sometimes, okay, I was like, I got you. Sometimes, uh, he'll want to go take his daughter to the park on Saturday, and we'll go together. And then on Sunday, he just be chilling. Like he has every right to do that. He works Monday through Friday, and this is his house. If he wants to stay in the house all day, and that's how him and his daughter bond. Like she don't. I'm just telling a story, Daryl, but I appreciate your feedback. Um, what was I saying? That that's why I'm be looking at the comments and be throwing me off. Um, Oh, his daughter, she's not active. Like she don't like to go to the park. Even when we go to the park, she kind of just sits. She'd be like, "Is it time to go yet?" or do whatever. So like him and her, they bond by like being in the house and like watching TV or be on their tablet or like she likes to sit and she's very crafty and she's always making stuff at her craft desk. She don't be wanting to go outside. Does that stop me from going outside with my daughter? No. I walk my daughter. I put my daughter in my stroller, or I'll take an Uber. So if we get to all go together, that's great. So that has started to become a thing, like especially over like the last, I want to say month and a half. On Saturdays, we all go to the park together. On Sundays, they just be chilling. I make me and my daughter something to eat, and then we be gone for the day. So I don't know what type of weirdo shit she's talking about. Oh, he seems to perk up when he's talking to you, and he never did that. He never did that to me. And I mean, they were together for like 18, 20 years. They're still married. They never officially got a divorce. Привет. Thank you. Oh, wait. Привет. Спасибо. Vlad. Um, but he told me that. He just told me that like 2 days ago. He's like, you know what? He was like, but the whole time that I was with her, like she used to like give me this death stare as if she wants to kill me or she wants me dead. And I had to like hold my facial expressions because that's the one thing that I told y'all that I would not tell him. She always talks about how she wishes he would just pass away. And I don't have the heart to tell him that. And that's not my place. I didn't have a place for none of this to come out. So I just be like, yeah, she do be giving that death stare because she's gave it to me. I don't know what's about. I don't feed into people and like their misery because my name ain't fucking Kathy Bates. And um, he was like, and since over the last month, she told me that she doesn't like me talking to you. She don't want me to build a rapport with you. And then I was like, for real? And then I shared how she has said that to me too. So I was like, that's weird. Like, I don't know what, like, she doesn't want me to talk to you. Like, she's never there. She's gone all day because, and then her daughter be wanting to do stuff with her, and she'd be like, I need my time. And whoever new person she's dating or whatever, like, bitch, I am trying to survive every single day. I'm in survival mode. So that's why I explained something like, I'm not staying here because that's weird. I'm not gonna be in somebody's house and not talk to people, and then I'm being treated like that, or they're just avoiding me or ignoring me based on the day or the emotion or whatever. So I was like, I'd love to stay here in whatever this weird type of gave me, but I already know how this story plays out. Been here, done that. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm removing myself. When the finger starts being pointed at me for whatever is happening, I remove myself, and then who you gonna blame? Whoever else is left here. So I'm removing myself, and I'm removing my daughter. Thank you for the hospitality. And he's like, yeah, you don't have to leave. You can stay here. This is my house, and she can't kick you out. And I'm like, she's not kicking me out. I'm choosing to leave. Put her in her time frame. I'm dismantling her time frame. I'm dismantling her time frame because that's her time frame. She's planning on leaving you high and dry. That's why she ain't giving you no money. Okay? That's why she ain't giving you no money. That's why she's trying to convert you to move out into the garage. And I mean, what are you gonna do about it? Like instead of being mad about what I'm telling you, you should figure out how to get sole custody or half custody of your daughter because this is they adopted the daughter. I was there when we used to work together. I was so happy for her. This is before I knew him or met him or anything. She was. They were planning on like building this family and adopting this daughter that they got. So this is what is she 9? I don't know. This has been weird, yo. So that's what I told him. I'm like, you could be in your feelings about how she feels about you, or trying to rack your brain about why she feels some type of way, or like why we came here and everything. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, guy. Like I kind of just in the middle. That's why I'm removing myself. On top of that, the first time she took the daughter away to go be with the girl, he was blindsided and then very sad about it. And then when I went to go stay with her in March out in the farm, she was with the girl, and I didn't even know. I was like, "What happened to your husband?" I was like, "What's going on here?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, I left him. Like I never really liked men. I always kind of been into girls." And then this relationship that she was just in didn't work out. So I was like, "Oh, this brings us together to like rescue each other from like our crazy relationships." And then she just didn't have nowhere to go, so she called him because they have like a good co-parenting thing. And she basically begs him like, please let me move back in, and like, could you bring me and my daughter? That's how we here now living with the husband or the ex-husband. Who's not the ex-husband because on paper they're still married. I'm like, I don't have time for this shit. And I told him, I said, I didn't even want to come here. I told her when the thing was ending with her and the girl, I said, bring me to the shelter because there was weird shit going on out there on that farm. Out there on that farm, she been ignoring me. So when she ignored me in the car, me and my daughter, like, bitch, you're not gonna keep ignoring me whenever your feelings are up or down or whatever's going on with you or whenever you feel like it. And then not only her, she'll be having the daughter ignore me. I've been dealing with that since the farm. And then on top of that, like those death stares and like getting an attitude, like I'd be there trying to help out. Like I would do her laundry for her. I'd be like feeding the chicken and stuff, and she'd be like giving me an attitude about it. And I'm like, Dad, I'm just trying to help. Then she stopped me from doing her daughter's hair. That was what had really pissed me off when we were on the farm because like I told her, I'm like, yo, you got so much stuff on your plate. Like I'm strapped for cash. At the time, I didn't have any money. I didn't have any money, so I was just like, I'm very talented. I'm like, I'm already doing my daughter's hair. I'll braid your daughter's hair for you. And then at least you don't gotta worry about that. So she was cool with it. She told me she was cool. And then I did her daughter's hair and her daughter liked it so much that it pissed her off. And then she stopped me from doing her hair without addressing me, without communicating, without telling me, without explaining. But then she was talking shit and told the daughter, and her daughter's a canary. So the daughter told me. I just made it and I put it in my mental Rolodex. Like God, like are you want me to do your daughter hair? Like all I'm doing is trying to help. Like you're doing me a favor, like let me do you a favor. So I didn't want to come here with you and this husband and like y'all family dynamic that's kind of strange, but ain't my place to tell people how to work their relationship or their non-existent relationship or co-parent. I got my own shit going on, and I'm tired of this shit. I'm trying to survive every day. I'm trying to survive every day and just get to the next day, get to the next week, get to the next month. What the fuck? I don't want to be in the middle of this shit. So I'm leaving, and I will like miss all of them, even my friend who I'm calling my friend. But I don't know. I feel like this has ruined their relationship, and I was honestly thinking about like talking to her on Friday or like leaving her a note or something. But then I watched something that confirms I'm not saying shit to her because why am I being considerate to somebody who doesn't consider me? Just like I said the other day, like why am I praying for somebody who doesn't even pray for herself and who definitely wouldn't pray for me? Fuck that. She's a grown adult. She knows what she's doing. She stirred the pot. She created the tension in the house. She's not addressing shit. She wants to hide behind a phone and buy a thing, and I call her out on her shit. And she wants to continue to hide and still play victim. So now she tells him every day, like, "Oh, she's not talking to me. Oh, she didn't say nothing to me again today," and whatever other weird shit. Then she puts him against the daughter just over the weekend. Another example, and then I'm gonna wrap this shit up and get off. I'll do another update tomorrow. Just on Saturday, I told you every Saturday we go to the park. So we went to the park. We came back. we went to the grocery store because I always have him take me to the grocery store so I can get chocolate milk and other stuff that I need for my daughter for the week. Cool. Same like we do every Saturday. As we get back, she calls the phone that the daughter uses, and she's questioning the daughter about like, what did you do with your dad today, and how long were you at the park, and if we came, if me and my daughter came, all of a sudden you're checking. Maybe she been doing that, and I don't know. Maybe she been checking in if I went. Who knows? But bitch, I don't want your man. He ain't even your man. Like I don't know what kind of weirdo shit is going on here. Anyways, then the daughter does. She has to do like her homework and like a vision test, like a daily vision test. And they were doing it. They were splitting that responsibility, and then somehow this is what she does. Somehow she just starts making him do it and be solely responsible for it. So she questioned, "Did your dad do your homework? Help you do your homework? Did he help you do the test? Did he help you do this?" And the daughter is just being honest, like, "No, we didn't do it." So she hangs up, and then she starts texting him about going in on him, like, "Oh, I checked in with her and she told me you didn't do it again. You're just like a piece of crap. You don't do what you're supposed to do with your daughter, blah, blah, blah." And like, he was like visibly frustrated about it. I was like, that's exactly why I'm leaving here because that shit is weird. Like, people that put their kids up against each other or they're solely put aside, like, I'm getting out of this shit. This doesn't have nothing to do with me. And I feel sad for him because he seems like a really nice person. Oh, snap. That's that same lady. He seems like a really nice person, and from what I've seen living there for the past couple of months, is that he's an awesome dad. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, but I'm like, the things that he just easily does and doesn't have to do. Like, I was with the man for 4 years, begging him to do like this bare minimum bullshit, and he would just tell me, "You're the mother. It's your responsibility. You do it." And now you have somebody here that's just like helping you, and you just taking it for granted. I don't know. A girl don't want your husband who ain't your husband no more, and I don't know why you just messed up this whole bond that I thought that we had, but maybe I had the bond more than you, and I'm gonna miss her daughter, and I don't know if they still want to meet up at the park. I'm fine with that, but like I said, I don't know how that would transfer over, and so I'm just gonna leave on Friday, and there's that. I don't know. That's a plot twist. That was a plot twist of October going into November. And I was we're on a new month, a new week. Like, I'm off the shit. So every day, like today, I was late. I was late again today because the bitch brusted her toast teeth. Yo, I don't have time for this shit. So I just like try to suppress however I'm feeling and just like get through the day. So I'm gonna have to suppress how I feel this afternoon because they're gonna all beat us there by the time we get home. Oh, by the time we get to their house. And it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be tension. And then I told him, I'm like, if I'm here, but I think I'm gonna spend it today because I just been only coming out of my room when she's not there. And like I'll talk to him and the daughter. But today, because they're all gonna be there, I feel like being petty. And he speaks Spanish. So if I have to converse with him today, I'm gonna speak in Spanish. And really piss her off because she already felt the way that I'm talking to him about jargon, fucking nothing about kid shit. So now, if she doesn't speak Spanish, because she's white. So now, today, I just came up with that off the top of my dome today when I'm in the kitchen, because when I get there, I'm gonna have to like make something for me and my daughter to eat. And he's gonna come. He'll come by and talk to me. And so with the daughter, she will either stay in her room or walk by me and not say nothing. But when I see her husband, I'm gonna talk to him in Spanish, like, "Hola, ¿cómo sientes hoy? Todo bien." Yeah, I'm gonna speak in Spanish. This is really gonna piss her off. Cause bitch, you ain't gonna know what I'm saying. You think I'm gonna be saying like some secret sexual or whatever. I don't know what goes on in people's fucking head, but I could fuck with your head. I could get in your head and fuck with your head, whether I say something to you or not. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna eat dinner with my daughter and then wake up and get through one more day here. So that was the update. That's a quick update. There's so much other things that have happened. Dag, I'm gonna just delete all that I don't have the time because it's 2:15. I said, what did you say? Tell her you don't need her man. Tell her your man's patiently waiting for you in your door in Texas. Oh, thank you. Yes, yo, I see. No, I didn't see any Texas license plates today in my travels thus far, but I did see a lot of the number 40s. And yeah, I'm coming to Texas. But oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. How far is Austin from Dallas? Because I'm really, I think I'm really hurt that I'm going to Dallas. I know you told me that you're in Austin, and I know that Texas is big. I've never been to like a really big city like that besides New York, so I don't really know the difference. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to them in Spanish today. That's gonna have her blood boiling, but that's what she gets for fucking up my day more than once. Damn, 4 hours. Damn, that's crazy. That was mind blowing, actually. But yeah, I'll come back. Yo, I'm so glad I love my brain because I'm like, damn, I don't want to be under attention when I go here, and I gotta be at the kitchen. Usually, I cook, and me and my daughter been eating in the room. This is how bad it is there now. We've been eating in the room, and then I don't come back out until everybody goes in their room, and then I give my daughter a bath late. I'm gonna have to see these fuckers today. Well, her. So I'm gonna talk in Spanish, and she has no idea that I know how to talk in Spanish. I be blowing people's minds, just like Vlad. You know, no, I know Russian. I know match, and I'm an enigma. I'm a Pandora's box. That's why people be falling in love with me. Then they get mad when they can't tell me what the fuck to do. But yeah, I'll come back with a update tomorrow and tell you how it goes. But I'm gonna try to do my live early tomorrow. I don't feel like I got too much running around trying to get stuff for my daughter that I need to finish out tomorrow. So I'm having enough chocolate milk and a couple of things for her school. I got to run around. And it took up my time. So that's it. That's it. That's all for today. Oh, you said be ready. What time? What time do you think I should go live? I usually try to go live at 1. I feel like 1 to 2 is a good hour frame, and then if I go over, I still have till 3. But if I have to go earlier than that, yes. And I'm like, oh, I've been even in all the stuff I've been like respectful because like I'm burning my stupid incense outside because I was hell bent on Wednesday like or Friday. I'm like, yo, I'm the only person giving this man money to stay here. But she's just being selfish with her money. Like this is the father of your daughter. I don't care how you're feeling about him, but like, why are you not contributing? And you're working. Get the fuck out of here. So I had told him on Friday, I'm like, and fuck her, I'm gonna burn my incense and really piss her off, really petty. And then I was like, nope, I already I'm a person of my word. I already told her that I'm not. Like me being silent and not talking to her is gonna annoy her. And that has been working. She has been very annoyed that I am not talking to her. And I'm not saying anything. I'm avoiding her at all costs now. But I was waiting for her on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm like, but you're gonna talk to me. You are gonna address me because I don't like to be ignored. That's you do not ignore me, especially when I call you out. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine and ignore you, but I ain't gonna hide or I ain't gonna act like I ain't do it. I'm gonna blatantly do that shit, and you're gonna be appalled, and it works. Oh, thank you. I said you're always giving me like all these buttery compliments. I was like, look at my hair. I'm looking like I did not do much to my hair. At least I got to wash it in the shower this morning and took my time. But Thank you. I was like, damn, I really want to burn my incense, but I just been burning them outside when I go for my walk before my daughter wakes up. And so my silent treatment has been annoying her and pissing her off. And then she's just staying in the morning trying to get me to come out. And I didn't come out again this morning. Like, you, I don't care if you leave it when I have to leave. Like, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna sneak up the window. And then I just thought about that Spanish shit. Oh, you don't like me talking to your husband? Then now I'm gonna talk to him in Spanish. And she ain't gonna say nothing to me, but she's definitely gonna say something to him. And best believe he's gonna tell me tomorrow what she said. So I'll be here for all the updates. What else I just said? Thank you for sharing your life with me. Oh, you're welcome. And my life is a movie, and it's been quite a shit show this year. But here we are, and we're getting through it. Hi, we're getting through it. So that was today. Whew. I've never been more happy about getting in my trailer. And I was with the husband asking, he's like, "You're gonna live in the trailer?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Does it have any heat?" Like, he's so nice. He's like, "Does it have any heat or electricity?" I'm like, "No." And I'm like, "But bitch, I'm a survivor. I'm from the hood. I'm from the '80s. I got blankets. All my winter clothes are already in there. All my hoodies, all my jackets." And then when I was just moving my stuff, I see my box of candles. I got candles. I'm gonna get candles in there, and it's gonna produce warmth. Oh my gosh! One last thing I need to say before I get off of here. I really believe that my quantum is watching my Instagram. I mean, my YouTube page, or he's following me somewhere from this page because I've stopped sharing my life on Instagram and Facebook since March of this year. Okay. And let me tell you what happened. Just on Monday, it was just this week, he texted me. Oh, it's not. He texted me and he said, "Hey, just wanted to let you know, I put, I'm gonna put a heater and a light in the trailer, and I gotta get an extension cord. And if you want to put the extension cord through the window, and you can heat up the trailer and put a light on there." I didn't respond. I said, "Oh shit," because I haven't told him. I'm not coming here. I'm not telling this man anything. I'm just gonna pop up there. Like I said, we'll see how it goes. I don't need any help. But if you want to take care of your daughter, so she's not sleeping in a trailer with me that has no electricity and nothing, but I'm prepared for anything. But I'm like, why is he texting me this? And then I didn't respond. And then he followed up with, "Oh, the reason that I was gonna put that stuff in there is because it's getting dark now, and it's dark by like 4 o'clock, and it's getting so cold outside. So in your travels with her, if you need like a warm spot or somewhere to like hang out, at least you have heat and a light in there." I was like, "Oh shit, look at the universe aligning." How did he know that? How does he know I'm coming to that trailer? I haven't told him. I don't give him time to prep and plan because he's a mastermind. And I'm not talking to him about what's going on in my life. I'm not depending on him. And I was like, why would he just randomly text me that? That was literally just this week. So I was like, that's strange. And I was like, "Oh, okay, thanks." And then I just followed up with like, because he had originally asked me how our daughter was doing, and I was like, "She's good. She has a doctor's appointment." And then when I said that about the doctor's appointment, that was his response. And I was like, this motherfucker is watching me. There's no other explanation. And then I just went there today. and I didn't see nothing in there, but I didn't physically get in the trailer to like look around, so I don't really care. But motherfucker, I don't want your heat. I'm gonna thug it out. I'm gonna thug it out. I'm from the hood. You and this heater and this extension cord and a light. I went and got flashlights. I went and got warmers, and now that I know that I got my candles, I'm gonna be just fine. But I was like, why would he text me that he's watching me? He has to have an IA, as we talk about AI. He has to have an AI page or a made up page. He's because I've blocked him on everything since the beginning of the year. So for him to randomly text me that, I was like, oh, so you're watching me. There would be no other explanation. But anyways, what you say? Ask Keisha when you over. Who? The husband? I'm literally saying the husband should win me over. That would be jokes. That would be quite funny if that's what you're saying. First of all, he's way older than me. Secondly, if I wanted my cab anybody I want. I get asked on a date every day. I don't worry about that. And I didn't come there to their house for that to be on that type of time. But from the things that she said from March, April, May, June about this man, and then we went to his house from July to present, all the things she said about him is a lie. And the way that she painted him out to be like this horrible, deadbeat, lazy, inconsiderate, don't want to spend no time with kids, lies, 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 lies. And so I would easily want to have a man like that. He's reliable, he's considerate, and all he cares about family is like spending time with his kid and making memories. And you know what I'm saying? Like showing up in any way that he possibly can with being asked and without being asked. Like simple stuff, all things that don't have nothing to do with money. So if I could, I'd easily want to have a man like him. Because I think he's a great man. I think he's a great man. I think he's a great person. And I think that he's an amazing father. And this ain't even his biological kid. So, yeah. But no. Maybe in another lifetime. I said, I'm not using the fucking extension for, I'm not using nothing that he tries to provide us. I'm like, why would you be telling me this right now? If I ain't using that shit, I'm gonna double check when I go on Friday and see if he really put this stuff in the trailer because I did a quick view and I didn't see nothing. But for him, this is extension cord and his heater. I don't want to use your fucking electricity. Take care of your damn daughter. Take your daughter in the house and let her sleep in a warm bed and bathe her and feed her. You don't got to worry about me. I just need to survive in this thing through the nighttime. Like I just said, I got candles. That changes a whole bunch of stuff because when the doors close, it's gonna heat up in there really fast. And on top of that, I got all my winter clothes already in there. And then I just bagged up every single blanket that I have here. I got mad blankets and comforters that I've accumulated since being here and since being on the farm. So I'm gonna be a-okay. I'm not using this shit. I don't want nothing from that man. That's one person. He cannot offer me nothing. Anytime I see him, he try to be like, do you want to ride? No, I ain't getting in no car with you. Last time I got in a car with you, my life has changed. Or not in a good way either. Then on top of that, I think the last time I was at the trailer in the summertime, he came outside and offered me, oh, you want something to drink? No, I ain't taking nothing from me to drink. You poison me. I don't want nothing from this man. Don't offer me no drink, no food, no ride, nothing out of that house. I'm straight. Life is funny, but God is funnier. So, anyways, thank you for rocking out with me today for my India talk from the bodega. Yo, all I could do is laugh. All I could do is laugh at my life of this year. And I ain't getting sad for nobody. It's about to be my birthday. Well, so what are you talking about? Anything. Did you have any more questions before I get off? Because I gotta walk to the school from here. At least you love it. I'm glad you love it. Yeah, I'm gonna be laughing for the rest of my life. And when God blesses me, like I keep saying, I'm really gonna be laughing because it's gonna be a sad day for a lot of other people, and they're gonna wish that they didn't do me dirty or leave me high and dry or wish bad on me. And they're gonna wish they could be hanging out with me doing dope shit because I'm a dope person and I'm always doing dope shit and putting people on and doing dope experiences and changing motherfuckers' lives and and giving them magical experiences that they take for granted. You know, you're laughing. I'll remember that. I don't know why that just reminded me of Drop Dead Fred, but I will. You know what's funny is I don't be feeling sad. I be happy. What happens with me, just like with my friend, is that people do not understand how much shit I let slide that I don't say nothing about. I don't comment about. I don't bring it up. I don't address it. I let it slide, 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 slide. While I'm letting it slide, it is in my brain. It will never leave because my brain is a database. Okay, so it is in my mental Rolodex. The amount of times I've let you slide with your bullshit. And then once I start seeing that you think that you're getting over on me because I haven't addressed it, I haven't brought it up, I haven't raised an issue, and I see you start ice skating, I I gotta take you there. So when people see that I'm upset or that I'm ready to read your ass like no tomorrow, they think it'd be like that one particular thing. Like she probably thinks, like using my friend as an example, she probably thinks that it was about the incense. Fuck no. It wasn't about the incense. And it wasn't about you just ignoring me this one time in the car. It was mad shit. That was just the straw that broke the camel's back or whatever I'm saying is. And now I'm livid. But you know how much shit I let slide before I got to this livid point because you keep playing in my face and you keep thinking that you can keep doing something, treating me a certain way, saying little slut shit, giving me an attitude, making little faces, all types of shit. Bitch, I'm an expert at reading people's verbals, non-verbals, verbals, eyes, body language, all types of shit. So when I get to that point, it confuses people because they be a point person and I'm a principal person. I would never be a point person. Being a point person and like driving your point, that's petty. I'm a principal person. It's always a principle of a situation for me. It's a plethora of things that add up to me cussing you the fuck out for turning up on you. And I've just went through a crazy year that has showed me that I can't even turn up on a motherfucker the way that I want to. I can't even pass or like tell them about themselves and lead them the way that I want to, because I just went through this period of growth where God is aligning and positioning me. And for me to even, it's good that she like ran and hid, because she probably would have gaslit me in my face. And then that really would have pissed me off. And then whatever this growth I've been going through of just like avoiding and not saying nothing, and just like my daughter's father's mother tap my fucking temples. Yo, I want to fucking punch her in the face. And if I didn't already tell her about stuff on the phone when I was locked up, I would have. So like a lot of things be happening to test me and to see, am I at a space that I've been saying? Am I at a place, and all the things that I practice when unprovoked, how do I handle them when provoked? So I am learning that yes, I'm an expert at reading somebody or testing somebody out. Am I gonna allow them to take me to that point? No, because that's gonna like backtrack my growth. So that's why I come here to like unleash it all and let it go, because I gotta get it out. That's what I learned from therapy. Is that if I don't get it out, then I'm gonna be ruminating on it and fixating on it, and then it'll be a transfer of energy on somebody else, or it'll just be something suppressed until like I can't suppress it no more. So I gotta get it out. But this would probably be the most healthiest way. Like I am my own consultant. I am my own therapist, and the motherfucker told me to talk to my phone. So here we are. But anyways, I really gotta go. I really, really gotta go. And now I gotta figure out if I'm gonna ask somebody if I could get a ride. But anyways, I would come on later tonight and do a live, but I really gotta finish the rest of my packing up my stuff and organizing it to get it out of this room. So I will just see you tomorrow, 1 o'clock. And before I go, I'll leave you with my 3 lifestyle lessons, because I didn't get to do it yesterday. And these lessons come directly from my life and from my trauma and suffering, and more importantly, my survival. So, with that being said, number one, don't ever let anybody label you. Those who try to label you want you to live in lack, not your purpose. And they see something in you that they don't want you to see in yourself, which is usually your gift, the thing that makes you purposeful. So, don't allow somebody to label you because, oh snap. Okay, no, sorry. Don't allow somebody to label you because the goal with labeling you is so that you will live and lead with the label, so that you will live a life of lack, you will live a life of limitation, you will live a life of loss. And you were born to live a life of purpose and abundance. So don't ever let anybody label you. Number two, don't allow anybody to put you in a box. I think that has now become my favorite. Don't allow anybody to put you in a box, because those who try to put you in a box is simply because they cannot get out of theirs. And if you allow somebody to put you in a box, they then will try to put you in a ditch. Ask me how I know. And now I have two examples of that. Like, life is so funny that I just started saying that, and now I have another example outside of my own. And three, don't allow anybody. Oh, sorry. And three, don't forget to turn your life into a lifestyle. And you do that by simply taking your life into your own hands and participating in your own rescue, because absolutely, positively, nobody is coming to save you. And the best way to save yourself is by first destroying the person you were told to be. The sooner you do that, the quicker you'll be living the life of your dreams. And the way to destroy the person that you were told to be in order to save yourself is through personal development, tapping into yourself more and out of the world less, so that you in return will save yourself from living the consequence which is the life that your parents want you to live, the life that society tries to create for you to live in, and the life that the school systems and the job systems try to program and condition for you to live within. You were not simply born to work a job and pay bills and die. No, sir, no, ma'am. You were born to live a life of purpose. You were born to live your birthright, which is a life of abundance, luxury, and prosperity. So that's how you do it. That's how you turn your life into a lifestyle. If you are having trouble figuring out what your purpose is, you simply have to figure out what problem you were born to solve. The sooner you do that, the sooner you'll be living in your abundance. So that's all I got for you today. That is it. That is all. Do not forget that you are both an endangered species in a limited edition. So start acting like it. And to you, Aztec, if you have any questions, because I know I'm going to leave out mad stuff. So much stuff has happened. But if you have any questions that you're thinking about or that you want to know, that you can remember from my storytelling, ask me tomorrow, okay? And I hope that you have a good shift at work and safe travels. And thank you for tuning in. And I'll be back tomorrow. I'll let you know how the Spanish speaking went. But anyways, I gotta go.